Hi, my name is Alan Said Lopez. I'm from Group 602. My teammate is Francisco Cazan Torres, and this is our video for challenge number 8. For this challenge, we need to make an app of mindfulness. Specifically, the objective is design a mobile application that shows a chronometer to measure mindfulness. The instructions are design a mobile application that simulates a chronometer for measuring the student's mindfulness when working on school responsibilities. The app must have three characteristics: two buttons, one to start the countdown and one to stop it. And when stopping the clock, the chronometer, it must calculate the total time of mindfulness. It shows when it happens, it shows a positive message to the student to try to do better next time. Now, here is the first screen of our app. Where Francisco called it time the app. Go to the button that says go to next screen. If we press it, it will send us to screen number 2. Here we wanted to add more functions than the chronometer, so we have the date of today the date of today and the hours. It has three buttons and one label. One big button that says tap here to see the actual time. If we press it, it will call the clock in format date time on the instant. So it will say the date and hour of today. Plus below it says 22.8. I don't know why it bugged. But well, it's 10:08 o'clock. 10:08. Okay. Then we have these other two buttons, that is next screen and previous screen. If we press next screen, because previous screen is just going to be the first screen. Here is the main part, or the main objective of the challenge. First, we start by starting the timer. It changes the background color and it shows the timer. It has hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. To do this, first we start three variables. Variable to, how can I say it? To deposit the initial value of the clock, and then we have another variable that is the final value of the clock. When we stop it, it takes that, and then we have the total duration that is calculated by a block called clock duration. With on the start we have the start variable, and on the end we have the end variable, or the final variable. When clicking the start button, the programmation behind is set global start to clock now. Then it changes the background color to this one, green. Enables the clock 1. The button 2 enables it, that the button 2 is the finish button, and the button 1 disables it. The button 1 is the start button. That's why I can't press it again. Also, it sets the label 2, the text of the label 2, where it is going to appear a phrase there to motivate to do more time the next time, depending of a condition that I'm going to explain later. Then we have I think the main part of this screen, the clock timer. We set a clock timer to always fire every 10 milliseconds. So every 10 milliseconds it will do this. Set the final variable to the clock, so it shows on the label text later. Set the global duration variable to what I explained already, the call duration block that we used, and then set label 1.text to join the module of, or modulo, I don't know why it's on Spanish here, where the modulo of the division between the duration of hours of the this is difficult to explain, the duration of hours of our variable duration, that is the total time, we divide it by 24. So if it's 24 hours, it will show one. For example, it's if we have it is difficult. If we have 1 hour, it will show 1 hour on the left one. Then we have the 2 points. Then we have the module of call clock to minutes, the same, but we divide it now as 60. Then we have seconds, the same, we divide it as 60. And then we have milliseconds. It's weird to explain. You can see the blocks on our document. But basically, I put the module of the division, because if we don't, the seconds are going to be 1, 2, 3 until 60. When it hits 60, then the minutes sum 1, but the seconds are going to still growing up, raising up, 60, 61, 62, 63. We saw that the minute just changed, and it reset the seconds and added 1 to minutes. That's why I pulled the module off, to solutionate that problem that had the programmation of I don't know what was the name, getting an interval. Well, it happened for minutes already. If we click the second button, the finish button, it will set the color of the background to another color. The disable the clock one, enable the button one, that is start, and disable the button 2, that is finish. And also we have later a condition that says if the duration of minutes is bigger than 2 minutes, we have already 4, it will set the label 2 to a phrase that says, come on, I know you can do much better. I'm going to show it. Well, I did more than 2 minutes, so it show the other phrase, the else. Wow, incredible, that's a phrase. But if we do less than 2 minutes, it says this phrase. This was the main part. Now we have another screen that is much easier and super similar to the programming time. That is a countdown of event. It says the days for an event that you put. Let's grab a famous birthday. Okay, I got it. The event is going to be a footballist's birthday. Here we got it. And now here is a date picker. His birthday is on February 5. I'm going to put it to the next year because February 5 already passed on this year. And if I click OK, it will show the event date. And if I press on calculate, it shows the days to the CR7 birthday. CR7? That's weird. Okay, the programmation behind it is pretty simple. We initialize a variable called date to 0. On the date picker, that is where it says insert a date, we set the global variable to date picker instant, and we set the label 4 first to the instant global date on the pattern days slash months slash years. If we click the bottom one, that is calculate, the bottom calculate, it will set the label 5, that is the one that says it rests, no, 112 right now, to the difference between the date we put and the date that is today. And on the label 6, that is the days 4, it will just join the days 4 and the event on upcase. If we click the button 2, it will send is the previous screen. It will send us to this screen that was the previous one. That's pretty much our app. It was kind of interesting because it was difficult to actually find out a way to the seconds to not get bugged and keep racing up, because we were thinking about 4 timers, one for hours, one for minutes, one for seconds, and one for milliseconds, but it was going to be a lot more programmation, so we kind of got trapped on that like 1 hour trying to think different ways to do it. We thought with different variables, we thought with math functions, and it worked out the module of. This was a wrap. Thanks for watching. Our innovation, well, it was kind of a lot. You can already see it. The date of the day and the programming time that is added and the module of. This was a wrap. Good night.